Hello my friends, welcome to another video, and this time around I'm gonna talk about the new Huawei Mate 20 Pro. So this is Huawei's latest flagship, and right now it's considered to be the most powerful Android device on the market, and of course the most powerful built in the whole Android history. The Huawei Mate 20 Pro, I have here the Twilight variant, which simply looks amazing. I have a protective silicone cover, mainly because I don't want to scratch it. I also installed a screen protector, and this has to be the best Android device that I ever used, at least when comparing it to everything else that's available on the market right now. The only smartphone that comes close to the Huawei Mate 20 Pro is actually the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. But unfortunately I wasn't happy with the camera of the Note 9, and basically for me as a user the camera department is very important. 6.4 inches display, Super AMOLED with Quad HD Plus resolution. We do get a big notch that houses all the 3D face unlock technology, the 24 megapixel front facing camera, and on the back we have the main camera setup with 3 lenses, 40 megapixel RGB sensor, 20 megapixel ultra wide sensor, and an 8 megapixel telephoto sensor, all made in partnership with Leica. You also get a flash, and you also get, just like on the Huawei P20 Pro, a color temperature sensor that helps a lot when taking photos and videos. You also get 2 microphones. Right here is the SIM tray. This one is a dual SIM variant, and you can use the secondary SIM slot for expandable storage, but this time around you have to buy, or I don't know if you can find it already, a nano memory card. This is a proprietary technology that Huawei invented with this phone. And right here you have the USB Type-C port that also features one of the speakers, because this time around there is no speaker right here on the bottom. It's built inside the USB Type-C port. The other speaker is right here in the earpiece. I have to say sound quality is very nice, but the volume is not the most powerful that I've seen on a device. I have to say that, at least in my humble opinion, the Note 9 has the best stereo speakers currently available on the market. They also sport Dolby Atmos, just like Note 9, but as I said, in terms of volume, the Note 9 is simply amazing. In terms of quality, they are basically almost the same. So not a huge deal for me. They are pretty loud, but not the loudest. You also get a power button that comes in this bright red color, and also the volume up and volume down buttons, IR port, and another microphone. Inside we get the new chipset from Huawei, the Kirin 980, the first chipset built on a 7nm technology. This is an octa-core, and it also features the first A76 ARM Cortex chips inside. You do get a Mali GPU, Mali MP10 if I'm not mistaken, and 6 GB of RAM coupled with 128 GB of internal storage, which I already said is expandable via the proprietary technology called nano memory card, and the biggest capacity for those cards is 256 gigabytes. You also get a 4200 milliamp hour battery inside. That's very nice to have. This phone keeps on going and keeps on going and so on. I get 2 days of battery life with the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, with my type of usage, with my apps, with all the things that I do. The battery charges very fast because we get a new charger inside the box, and that's the 40-watt charger that enables this device to get a charge from 0 to 70% in only 30 minutes. Also, this device is capable of reverse charging. So what this means is that you can use a proprietary connector or adapter to recharge a different smartphone. But wait for it, it's not over. This device also features wireless charge, and it is the fastest one on the market. It currently supports a 15-watt wireless charge, and it's also capable of reverse charging. So you can wirelessly recharge another device by simply placing it on the back of the Huawei Mate 20 Pro. And this is what I call innovation, in other terms. Also, because you get this beautiful battery inside, this battery is also certified by a reputable German institute that it won't explode or catch fire or I don't know, everything that you've seen in the past years with Samsung or Apple devices. In terms of design, it feels really nice in the hand. It has solid build quality, very nice materials, glass on the front, glass on the back, with a metal frame, and also in this Twilight variant, the metal frame is colored just like the glass on the back. So it has this gradient look. As you can see right here, it's black, and to the top it becomes, I don't know, this purple bluish thing that's happening with this device. So very nice build quality, very nice choice of materials. It's also IP68 rated. So I don't know if you go to the pool or wherever you get in contact with water, basically you won't have any problems. So far I've been using this device for 1 week already, and I haven't had any issues with the device. It's simply amazing. It simply flies through everything that you throw at it, and I enjoyed the whole experience. It runs Android 9 Pie out of the box with EMUI 9, their latest interface, and also this device, although it sports this huge notch that I really can't appreciate it to its best value, at least you have the option in the settings to turn it out. So if you go to the settings, display, notch, you can hide the notch. I also have gestures enabled. Basically they work just like on the iPhone 10, iPhone 10s, 10s Max. So if you used one of those devices, it will be very easy for you to adjust to what Huawei is doing with the Mate 20 Pro. After 1 week of using this device, I'm really happy with the device. It hasn't given me any problems, any issues. I've tested everything in terms of performance, gaming, benchmarks, whatnot. It does not overheat. That is a very good indication about what the device is capable and how it works. It also enables you to use the device wirelessly as a desktop mode. Basically that's what they are trying to do right now. Previously on other models you had to connect an adapter to a HDMI cable in order to use the device in desktop mode on your smart TV. Now simply push a button right here and you can start using the device in desktop mode. Also, this device comes with enhanced AI features. This time around, compared to the P20 Pro, you have two separate chips for AI tests, and they are called neural processing units, and they do a fantastic job. Basically, you're gonna see those chips working especially in the camera department, but they are present throughout the whole system. RAM management has been very good for me. I've seen a lot of people complaining about RAM management issues with their units. I have no issues. And a very important aspect is also, because you've already seen GlueGate, the problems with the display that the Mate 20 Pro presumably has. Basically, if you buy a Mate 20 Pro and the display is manufactured by LG, then you are in trouble. But in my case, I was lucky, and the display is manufactured by the Chinese company called Bowie, and I have no issues with light bleeding on the edges, no green tint or hue, so no issues for me with the display of the Mate 20 Pro. But as I said, if you have issues, or if you are not certain about who manufactured the display on your device, just go ahead on the Google Play Store and download this app called Device Info Hardware. And right here on the first page, in general, under touchscreen, you're gonna see who produced the display of your Mate 20 Pro. Right here on mine it says Bowie, and that's what you really need to have if you buy the Mate 20 Pro. So far everything is amazing with this smartphone. As I said, no issues, no hiccups, no lag, no freezing, no reboots, no overheating, no display issues. Everything runs smooth, everything runs perfect. The only problem right now after 1 week of using this device is that I haven't really had the time to test the camera properly, because I've been very busy, and also because the weather here where I live wasn't the best one. Pretty darn cold, cloudy and whatnot. Hopefully this weekend I'm gonna make some time to really test the camera, but so far from what I've seen, I do see a lot of improvements compared to the P20 Pro, but I also see some things that don't really make me happy. My biggest gripe with the camera is the fact that we no longer have the monochrome sensor, which I really liked on the P20 Pro. It was a very good sensor for collecting data, and also I was able to take a lot of beautiful black and white pictures. You can still take black and white pictures with the Mate 20 Pro, but it's not the same thing like having a dedicated sensor in the camera setup that does the job. Basically, we're going to take black and white photos through software, through the modes that are available in the camera. In terms of video recording, this time around we get AI stabilization in 4K. It can only record 4K at 30 FPS, so no 60 FPS on the Mate 20 Pro. But from what I've managed to see, it does a pretty decent job in my opinion. It's not the best out there, but still it's not the worst, and especially compared to the P20 Pro, my previous device. You are limited to a 10-minute recording, and afterwards you have to start again recording the subjects that you are interested in. This basically is my first week with the Mate 20 Pro. These are my first impressions, if you want, and so far everything is simply great. Honestly, I was very happy with the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. The power, the screen. The only drawbacks for me with the Note 9 were the size. That thing is simply gargantuan, and also the issues that I had with the camera, especially in low light conditions or at night. But otherwise I was very happy with the Note 9. Still, after using the first time the P20 Pro, I was eagerly awaiting for November to get my hands on the new Mate 20 Pro, because I was convinced that this device will be even greater than the P20 Pro was. And so far I was not mistaken in thinking so, and I really enjoy using this device. Give it a try, test it out if you have the opportunity, and if it convinces you, then go ahead and purchase it. Though keep in mind, it's not cheap. I paid for mine 1,000 euros because I live in Europe, and if you ask me, I think that prices are becoming too high on this type of gadgets, especially considering that they drop afterwards very fast. But that's a personal point of view. This does it for this video. This is just a first impression with the Mate 20 Pro after 1 week of usage. I decided to give you some thoughts about it, and I'm gonna give you more videos in the coming weeks. Basically, this is a device that I actually purchased with the sole purpose to use it for an entire year. I decided to change my habits in terms of smartphone purchasing, to not change my device every month and so on, and I basically decided to purchase one or maybe two smartphones per year, basically because they are a very bad investment, if you ask me. See you in the next one. Until then, as always, my friends, thank you for watching this video. Be safe, be good. Peace.